Salutations. Welcome to the Miracle Model Podcast. My affairs joining you here once again. Introducing today, we have Yvette from
Hello,
CBD
how are
Universal. Alrighty, so today is going to be a special episode. Obviously, it's going to be a 420 episode, so we figured it'd be the perfect time to have our CBD client going on and having her products be displayed. So, we're going to talk about a couple things.
Okay.
A few being your location, how the products are selling, like what your products are, anything on the topic of CBD, and then not only that, just like your experience as you've gone as an entrepreneur in this.
All right. Well, yeah, I started as an employee. It was a mistake,
Yeah.
but it was an oopsie call. And
Yeah.
I ended up coming for the interview, and the guy hired me the same day.
Good. Okay.
As of 3 months, I was his employee,
Mhm.
but like by the fourth month,
You run it.
he wasn't making the proper moves.
Yeah,
And
I
he
could
wasn't
tell.
like reading up on stuff and
Mhm.
doing his research, basically.
Yeah. It was ironic because when I first went up to you, as a reach employee to discuss and meet you as a client, I remember meeting you. You were like behind the counter, and like I liked your character. I liked the energy you provided.
Thank
I was
you.
surprised that you weren't the owner. I was
Yeah,
like-
everybody tells me that. I mean, everybody loves my personality. They like the
Mhm.
way I approach them and we talk and stuff. It's because I'm a smoker as well.
Yeah.
And
Cheers.
you know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm not gonna sell you something that I don't know
or
and
that you
I
wouldn't do it
use.
yourself, yeah.
Exactly. And
Okay.
I don't want to harm anybody. Like, I had certain things that I took out that
Yeah.
I did research on,
And
it
you were like,
wasn't,
no,
it
yeah.
wasn't for me.
That's good.
But everything that I have, I use myself.
Okay, cool. So let's before we get to the
So-
product, let's talk about the location because I have a special place in my heart for that location.
Oh yeah.
My father, he used to work at the Las Americas, el Mercado de las Americas. On what street
Yes.
again? I'm sorry.
We're on 4534 Burger Line Avenue.
4534 Bergen Line Avenue. So for those of you who don't know, there's a flea market store with a lot of kiosks and a lot of storefronts.
Various different stores. We
And
have
it's
all kinds of
yeah,
stuff.
plenty.
Yeah.
And it's right in the area of Bergen Line, and it has like a few entrances, usually opened only on weekends. When you go inside, it's like a huge hall with like a lot of different stores, jewelry, clothing,
Yeah.
perfumes. lo
People
que
that
sea.
do like stuff for shirts, they
Mhm.
like do embroidery, logos. They
Yeah.
have all different stuff there.
It's like a vast like market, and it's so hidden almost. I only know so much about the place because my father used to work there. He didn't have his own like location. He was just kind of like a salesperson for people, so
Oh,
he
okay.
could get things for others and all that.
All right.
He was always there though. So I had a lot of like childhood memories there. Like I was like 6, 7 years old.
I
and, like,
remember that as a theater.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. So it's interesting. I was gonna
that
get
was
on
me.
that.
I remember the cinema. That
Yeah.
used to be the theater because we had to have 2 theaters out here.
And around what time span was that at? Because it was
That was
before
like
me.
in the early 80s.
Yeah, it was just before
like
me.
it closed. Yeah, like in the beginning of the 80s, it closed.
Okay.
But it was there like when I was a little girl. I'm about
Yeah.
to be 53, so yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
But
Okay.
yeah, and it's been there like maybe I think it's like 30 years almost
Yeah,
that
yeah.
it's been the Mercado Las Americas.
Yeah, I actually spoke to the if not the owner, like the representative, like the boss, the person that like is like there.
Oh,
I forgot his name honestly.
it's Alfredo and
Alfredo, yeah.
Panchito.
Alfredo. I don't know Panchito, but I know Alfredo.
Yeah, he's the
I-
one that's his location.
Yeah,
for him.
I spoke to him because as a reach media marketing employee, it's
Yeah.
important for me to contact people that we can potentially be in business with, and just in general,
Yeah.
I like the space. And I have a personal tie with it because I used to go with my
Yeah,
my
and
dad.
a lot of people come in there. Like
Mhm.
people be amazed. Like you
Mhm.
get Spanish, English, all kinds of people because they get amazed when they go in there because we have everything.
And it's so hidden, like it's like
Exactly.
unexpected. You open the door and it's
Yeah, and people are like, "What? I didn't know this was here. How
Yeah.
many years has been there? Yeah, and it's
Decades.
been there
like
forever."
the decades. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I remember I once was contacting the person because I wanted to know if we can maybe work if we had the permission to go in there
Yeah.
and speak to different vendors and storefronts.
Oh,
I
okay.
just didn't want to walk in there
Yeah,
and offer services without him knowing. I thought it
yeah,
would be
no,
weird.
he's not. He's great.
He's
Like,
pretty straightforward, but
Yeah.
it wasn't a hard conversation.
yeah,
He told me, he was like, yeah, this location used to be a movie theater, but at one point that stopped working, so we made it into a marketplace.
and he makes every spot is like he makes sure if somebody leaves right now, somebody's already renting the space in like within the hour.
Yeah, the property is underrated, but at the same time worth so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like the kiosks aren't expensive, so people can still try to at least put a little bit of whatever they want to do. Like me, I own the store because
Yeah, that's the situation you moved through.
it was in my situation. Basically, he was, like I said, he was about to close it, and I was like, no.
Yeah, I understand that. So, given the Mercado de las Americas, how are you received as a storefront? Being as how it's mostly like old fashioned and generations.
Yeah, but they all love me in
They
there
do?
because I'm a friendly person and I don't only work for myself.
Okay.
Like I'm outside, I make sure people come in to see all our stores.
All right.
I don't just be like, oh,
Come
pasa
here,
la tienda 20 because I'm in location 20.
Okay, so then
But everybody has their own location or they have a table.
Okay.
So I always come in. You never know. Maybe if what I don't have, maybe somebody else has. Because we have a hardware store, we have a jewelry store, we have phone stores, electronic stores, speakers, all kinds of stuff. But I'm the only one who sells CBD products.
I remember I don't remember why I was in there because before we started discussing things, I wasn't there very often, but I remember at one point I passed by there and I did see a CBD store. I think this was like way before we met. I saw it and I was like here? like in here? So it's very rewarding to finally be able to be in communication with you.
Yeah, because the only place that you have on here is East and West that's been here
East
forever.
and West, yeah.
But East and West is limited to their CBD as well because they only have a little variety.
Yeah, and East and West isn't even just a CBD place. It's more like everything.
It's it's like more like a little store and all that stuff.
I mean,
but we're just basically CBD and /THC. We carry the Delta 8 products though.
Okay, awesome. So let's get on the topic of CBD. Because personally, my experience with CBD was a very funny one. I remember like 2018, there was a moment where I got strep throat, like a very severe case of strep throat. And I was basically bedridden all day. This is a little story that I think would tie well with the product. I remember I was like bedridden the whole day. I was rolling all over the place. It was like a lot of pain, like my throat hurt, and I also had like a fever. And I basically was just in and out, forcing myself to sleep, and I couldn't the entire way. At some point, I wake up from one of the naps that I had, and my roommate opens the door in my bedroom, and he's like, "Hey, you okay, man?" I'm like, "No, bro, no." He was like, "Yo, listen, like, I just got some CBD joints, like the cigarettes, like the ones I'm talking about. They're like CBD cigarettes." He's like, "I can offer you one if you want to smoke one on the rooftop." I used to live in New Brunswick during Rutgers because I used to go to college there, and I was like, "Yeah, well." I don't know. I've never smoked CBD, and it's like I prefer marijuana. It's like, yeah, but this is like the healthy part of it, the product, the plant. And I was like, I'm dying. Why not? So I just sit down on the rooftop and I smoke it, and by God, like halfway through the cigarette, I feel like miles better. I was so confused because I wasn't high. Like I wasn't
but you were relaxed because that's what it does. CBD is basically to ease your pain. It's for anxiety. It's for stress. It's for people who have diabetes as well. And you have cardiovascular problems, neuropath problems, even OCD, PTSD. Yeah. All that helps for people to calm down. Yeah. To be able to like sleep. Because I had a friend in my job that was like 3 days stressed out, anxiety, couldn't sleep. I told her specifically, go home to your regular routine, cook for your husband and your kids. Yeah. Feed everybody, do what you're gonna do. When you get ready to take your shower, eat the candy, and 15 minutes it starts to give you effect. Yeah. I don't even know when I fell asleep, she said, but like, she woke up energized and in a good mood, like not tired, no pains, and she slept the whole night through, and she hadn't slept like that in days. Wow.
It's really interesting because I feel like my generation's relationship with marijuana tends to be so recreation focused. And like, a lot of people always say, oh no, yeah, I use it to sleep. I use it for appetite. I use it to calm my anxiety. But most of the time it's really focused on the fun aspect. Yeah. So
I just want to get high.
Yeah. So a lot of the times I feel like it's like a balance of, I guess, justifying drug
because
use.
a lot of people don't understand the concept of CBD.
Yeah, they think it's just diet weed. Yeah, it's like diet weed.
What is that? I'm straight THC. No, because you don't understand. If you don't ask questions, you don't know.
Yeah.
Because people walk by my store and I have my jars in the window, and they'll be like, like scatter the kids off, and I specifically go to the door and I let them know, look, this is like this, and they'll be like, oh, thank you.
Yeah,
because nobody explained it to me like that.
Yeah.
So if they don't know, that's where you get all these people that are like all skeptical
opinionated
and a little ignorant.
Yeah,
the fact.
I mean, the war on drugs just had a lot of impact. Like, there's like it can just be something as simple as the house smells like marijuana, and you'll assume the worst.
But like I tell them, I'd rather have somebody use my products than pop a pill.
Yeah, for sure.
Because at the end of the day, if they pop a pill, they could be 3 weeks where we're using the same medication, and by the 4th week, they need to get stronger medication.
Yeah, no, opioid addictions are intense.
Now you have the medical field is getting more money out of you because now you need a stronger drug, and if you can't get that through your prescription,
you're gonna find it on the street.
You're gonna buy it on the street, and you're gonna buy some stuff that
isn't even entirely what you're looking for.
What you're looking for, and you're gonna get screwed or addicted to something that you don't even know what you're taking.
Especially the benzodiazepine community. That's like Xanax and all that. Like that's cut.
I'm not a pill like promoter.
No, it's a messy.
I'm strictly a CBD and a THC person.
That's good to hear. All right, so now that we've spoken so much about CBD, let's go and do a little show and sell on your products here.
Okay, so here we have 3 different kinds of flour, which is hemp. Okay. And it has CBD and a percentage of THC. This one is Lifter.
Okay, can you show the camera?
Lifter has both 50% of sativa as well as indica. So you have your balance and you'll be able to sleep and enjoy yourself at the same time. And these are 8 or $25. And we carry them at my store. I also have Frosted Lime, which is all sativa. It's, like I said, $25, and they vary, and they all have 3.5, a little bit more maybe because, I'm a smoker. And my hand slips. And I like, because a lot of people come to and use them to put in the alcohol. Like the older people, they're like, oh, we put it in the alcohol. We add some menthol to it and let it ferment. And it's for rubbing on the skin, and it helps them with the pain.
Topically, yeah, yes, I see.
As well. And a lot of older people buy it to put it in their alcohol.
That's interesting.
Yeah. And as well, then I have 2 different cartridges, which is, this one is all CBD. It's 200 milligrams of CBD. It's just for people that don't want not a pinch of THC in it. It's to relax. It lets you know it has no THC. It's hemp. It's all extracted free. CO. It's everything premium. It tells you all about our products. These are $30, and those are just CBD as well. We have Delta 8, which these are 0.5s. This one right here, Skywalker OG. Mm-hmm. This carries a percentage of THC, which is 8%.
Oh, okay. So it's mostly CBD based. So it has a little bit of THC.
But it gives you the mellow high that you want. Mm-hmm. A lot of people take this and they'll take it with the gummies.
Yeah.
We have 2 pens that you can vary with. This one is $15. It's the more economical one that everybody gets.
The standard, yeah.
Yeah. So this one with the charger, and you can use your pen as well. And this one is more fancy. This one is $25, but this one you can adjust your volt of your smoke. This one is mine. So if you turn your volt here, you can either pull stronger or you want to be a light.
Yeah. Because everyone pulls differently. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the pens. And then we have the gummies. These are CBD gummies only. All CBD. There's not 1 pinch of THC in this. There's 100 milligrams. It's 5 pieces. 1 piece is 100 milligrams each. So right here you have 500 milligrams. And it's $20. It's all CBD. If they just want to sleep, it takes effect in 15 minutes.
Nice.
Yeah, Delta 8, 100 milligrams as well. But these are $25, 10 for $45. And these have a percentage of THC. So these will make you feel nice, and then you'll be knocked out.
Awesome.
And you'll sleep all day, all night, and you wake up like a brand new person with no pains and aches.
That's fantastic. Thank you so much for showing their
Thank
products
you.
out. Okay, so regarding CBD, what is your personal relationship? Because I feel like everyone's relationship with marijuana in general is different. Like some people just like will pull a little bit, like just to have a little bit of an effect. Others will smoke every single minute of their day. You know.
Well, I smoke every day.
I feel you. There's no judgment there.
I smoke every day. But like when I'm working, I don't smoke in my store. Only I use my pen.
Okay, cool.
Because we can't smoke.
And plus, the stigma usually is the smell.
So but I use my pen and I smoke during the day. But when I'm at here, I'll have like a gummy if I need. I'll take a couple pulls of my pen.
Okay.
But, and it just because too much stuff is going on sometimes, and
you can't get to
shut down a little bit.
Yeah, relief for certain.
Yeah, so you need to just like boost off for a minute. So that's when you use your little CBD, and everything is just more copacetic, basically.
I understand that. Okay. All right, so let's talk about you as a person, Yvette. We talked about the CBD products. We talked about El Mercado de las Américas. But let's get insight into the face of who Yvette is. So how long have you been in this area? Like where
I don't
are you from
live
originally? Where are you from then? Where are you from then?
I used to live here. I grew up here. And then as of like, let's say my daughter's like about 30 years, 25 years, I left from here.
Okay.
I went to Jersey City and then I'm in Patterson now.
Okay, that's still New Jersey.
Yeah. So I have 3 grown kids and 5 grandkids.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So just trying to, make something of all of this so I can have a house and a future and stuff. Like I can take care of myself.
Yeah.
Because I'm old already.
No, I understand. Well, there's no, I don't feel like there's a legitimately strict place where one can start. Some people click in really early.
And like I said, I guess this is my calling because I've smoked weed since 15 years old. I never thought that I'd have a business to sell the stuff that I like.
Yeah.
Like especially that's like the weirdest thing.
Especially because it was such a long haul to try and get decriminalization and legal. Almost feels unreal.
Yeah, I still don't believe it. People come into my store and they're like, "Is this real? Can I buy this? Do I need a medical card?" I'm like, "No. If you have cash or credit, we'll take it. We don't care about the Medicaid card because we don't work in that aspect.
Yeah.
That's if you go to a dispensary.
That's different, yeah.
And something like that because they work with the laws of that. I have a store, so therefore you could just come in and grab whatever you need and whatever you want. We also carry hookah products too, which I didn't have on me.
Okay, no, yeah.
We have hookah kits, hookah mats. I have the tips, the charcoals. I have all size hookahs, small ones for girls, for carry case ones.
Do you have like the flavor packs, like the different like?
Is that the Just Puff things?
No, the flavor packs are what you put into the.
No, I'm waiting to grab them. They just came into the store today, and the lady that I spoke to is gonna bring me that.
Okay, cool.
So like I network when certain people come in. I end up networking with people because I always tell them stuff. They ask me questions, and then I end up letting them know, how I started. I was the employee. Now I'm the owner. And because I like to be more personal with them, they like to come back because they're like, "Oh my God, you're so nice. And you're so I'm relatable," I guess.
Yeah. You're very charming. You're very charming.
But that's me.
Okay, cool. So let's talk into 420 because I don't know if you celebrate 420 like that.
I celebrate
in my household. In my household, and just in general, 420 has always been a bigger holiday than most holidays for me.
Yes, it's just like Christmas.
Green Christmas, I guess. Yeah.
Yes.
Do you do anything specifically particular for 420, or do you just have it as a regular day?
420, I just make sure that I have a lot of weed.
Yeah.
And I'm smoking all day. Okay. And I'm chilling, and that's what I do.
Cool. Because I personally I have to figure out what I'm gonna do for 420 because before COVID started, I used to have these 420 events. Like they're it's like a weed buffet.
Oh my god.
So yeah, it's just back in Rutgers. So it started
when you do that again, you need to invite me.
Of course, when it's safe for us, so we can all just share things for sure.
Oh my god.
But it was really bizarre. Back in the day, it was like this. So my first year of college, I was 18. I'm 23 now. I was 18.
Oh jeez.
Yeah.
So 23.
Sorry. So I was 18. And I remember I was new to smoking. But my friend group was like, "Oh, it's 420. We have to smoke." And I was like, all right, sure. And we smoked a lot,
No peer
but
pressure.
yeah, no, it wasn't like that. But yeah, so basically, I was not super new into smoking, but I definitely wasn't like a year in. It was like 4 or 5 months at most.
Oh, okay.
So basically, we were smoking, and it was we didn't keep track. We just smoked all day. It was the first one. The second year of college, we decided, you know what? Let's do like an actual little event. So we had like 40 grams of marijuana the first time, and it was 40 grams between like I think 10 people at most, and we all smoked it like all at once, like it was like immediate. The year after, it was 90 grams of marijuana.
Wow.
And in the last year, before I moved on out, it was 183 grams of marijuana. And there, it wasn't like we had it, like we smoked it all.
Oh my God.
We smoked it all. And that one, there was like at least give or take 40 people, but it was like 183 grams. Like I had a chalkboard out, and I was writing the strains as people brought, because it was like, to come through, you had to bring at least 1 gram, or you can bring $5, and our local vendor would just put in for you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, how cool is that?
And
well,
so
maybe we could do something like that next year. Well, this year, you know,
depending
like
on how things go, really.
Yeah, because this year, like, I'm just starting. I'm gonna be 2 months that I've had the store.
Yeah.
I'm just, you know,
getting your feet on the ground, of course.
I'm getting my boss feet in the ground.
Yeah, I feel you.
Because, you know, I'm trying to like bring different stuff in. Like I said, I just got my package, and my son just sent me the package. I'm putting socks, and I have like masks, rejuvenating masks for the girls.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so they could for anti-aging and stuff.
I one time that I visited the storefront. I don't know if this is still a product that is in your category or catalog, but I saw a bath bomb thing. Like,
yes, I have CBD bath bombs as well.
Those are interesting.
Yeah, it's just like, you know how you see them in the store that they sell them now. But this one is all CBD. You pop it in the tub.
How does that? I'm assuming that like
soothes you? It's gonna disintegrate, and it helps all your muscles and your body. By the time you get out, you know you have your little tea or whatever. I have CBD tea as well.
Nice.
Yeah. It's really good. Ooh. My client, he loves to drink his tea because he's like that. He knows he's gonna sleep the whole night through with no problems because he works 2 jobs.
The only kind of tea that I had was it was obviously the THC version. It was like, have you ever heard that you can collect the stems from your bud and make it into a tea? Yeah. I underestimated how strong that would hit. I thought it's just stems. It can't possibly.
Yeah, but that's where all the stuff comes from, because it's like.
I was so stupid. I was so stupid for that. But yeah. So that was.
This is how you learn when you do things.
When you mess up.
That's little too much. We gotta stop
that. Yeah. Especially with things like edibles or teas, because I feel like when you smoke something, you have the control. Like,
yeah, because what happens with edibles is it sneaks up on people.
Yeah. I have when I had because I used to be an event coordinator for parties that I like, events and basement shows like I had in New Brunswick. And I had a friend who would sell edibles, like brownies, that she would make herself. And her thing was, she never wanted to make a brownie and hear someone say, yeah, this doesn't work. So she would overcompensate and put a little too much.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So anytime that like someone bought one of those, I would always be like, careful. If you don't know what you're doing, please. Funny little story. One of the bodyguards for my event, for my basement show, was like, yeah, nah, bro, I'm a big dude. Like, you know,
they underestimate stuff when they say that.
I'm a big dude, and I usually don't get bodied by an edible. I'm gonna eat 2 of them. He ate 2 of the whole brownies. At the end of the night, he was just sitting in my friend's bedroom like this.
Stuck.
For like an hour or two.
I tell them, they'll be like, oh, I could eat the whole bag. It varies on the person's, like I tell them, it depends on
also, it varies on the product.
If you take common sense and give it time for the product to work, because it's not going to work in the minute you take 2 bites.
People are impatient sometimes.
Yeah, they don't read. Even if you buy, like, let's say, I had Cheetos with THC.
What?
I have Stonios. I have Oreo cookies.
Oh, my God.
I have Doritos.
Oh, yeah, that's crazy.
I have the chili lime Doritos. So that has 600 milligrams of THC.
That's crazy.
I have Oreos that have 500 milligrams of THC.
I like the variety.
Yeah. I had Cheetos. I'm waiting for Nerd Ropes. Like, I'm bringing different
Those
things.
Those are gonna be cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because I want people to come and not only buy stuff, oils and stuff like that. I want them to be able to come to my store and buy whatever.
Okay.
From clothing, we're trying to get clothing. Like I said, I just bought socks and I'm trying to get like t-shirts made. I already have a person that
that's
we're
good.
Discussing t-shirts.
That's very good. Retail is so important.
Little the little blunt with the lighter. Talk about like friends forever kind of stuff.
That's cute. Yeah.
Stuff. So I'm trying to do that.
Yeah, that's very smart. That's awesome.
But, like everything that has to do with hemp and weed, I'm bringing into my store.
That's fantastic. I've always thought about this because, as someone who's had insight into the Mercado de las Americas, I've always felt that it's such an interesting balance of like having its own commerce, but at the same time being so hidden. Like people my age don't know that exists.
A lot. Yes, a lot.
Yeah, I was thinking about something. Maybe when it's like better climate, since the pandemic is still kind of a gamble. But I was considering maybe having some kind of like a showcase type of situation where like it would invite people to come around, and it would be perfect for you because you're like just straight ahead. You're like just
they know come
forward.
Straight down. I let them know if I'm standing outside because they know I usually stand outside and I get out flyers and I'm always screaming.
That's smart.
I'm always screaming about my store. Like CBD, come to store 20. We carry this, that, and the other. I let them know. Like even the cops, I tell the cop,
hello, cop.
CBD. Come by, and I don't have a problem. I tell one, tell all. Like I tell them, tell the next person you want to take pictures, go ahead. Put me on your Instagram. You can Facebook me. I don't care. I just want to let more people know where I'm at because it's so behind that nobody knows. And then the people that do, they're like,
yeah.
So I have to, I network my own way.
I personally think that your business started at such a very important, crucial time because I feel like as things are becoming legalized and as the stigmas are starting to rub off, like the reason that they keep coming up with new things, like let's say tomorrow it probably already exists, honestly, but let's say THC gelatin, like Jello that you can eat, I feel like that advancement comes because there's a new market now, and of course there's always been a market for these things, but it was like en la esquina with the guy with a hoodie on.
Yeah, but now because it's more legal and then people don't understand a lot of the aspects of using all this stuff.
Now it can be not only that, but you can now also legally invest in these things.
Yes.
So more money will be funneled into it. That's important. Yeah.
That's my next
one. Yeah.
I will be investing.
That's good. Yeah. Okay. So let's go into a discussion. Let's close this off and have a little bit of a promo time. What we usually do at the end of these is we have this moment where we give you some time to talk about what your promotional services are, like if you have something like 420 sale or something, like what you're in the works on.
Yeah, because that I don't know, because I don't open on 420. Like the only thing I can do is because we only work Friday, Saturday.
I forgot. Sundays. I'm sorry, I literally know this. Yeah. Okay.
So what I was trying to do is, being that you guys have the locale.
Oh here, yeah. We can put that there. That's right. We were talking about that with Terry.
What I can arrange, and then I could just bring him some stuff.
Yeah, no, that works exactly well.
And that way, while you are doing whatever events you have on that day, because I live in Patterson.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, I can come if I have to, if you want me to.
No, probably not. Discuss with Terry, but that's for later on.
I can bring him some of the honey sticks and stuff like that, because they're also Delta 8.
Okay, so then how about this? Give yourself some time to just give in the information for anyone who needs to know, like whether it's like Instagram or like the address again. Like
they could take the address because right now, like I said, being that I'm new, I'm creating my name, and to create my name, then I could create my Instagram and my Facebook page, and then I'm gonna have my flyers.
Okay, all right. For the camera, then, who are you? What are you doing?
Hi, my name is Yvette. I'm 53 years old. I am a new owner of a store in La Mercado de las Americas.
And what's it called?
Right now we're CBD Universal.
Okay.
And hopefully we're gonna have a different name in a couple of weeks. But as of today, we are CBD Universal.
Okay.
And we are located in 4534 Bergen Line Avenue.
All right.
I'm in location 20. If you go there, you will see that it's like a mall. Once you walk in, I'm at the end, but in there they have various different stores, and we carry all kinds of stuff.
Fantastic.
I have from hemp, the stuff for the back, like the back brace. I have that is made of hemp. I have, like I said, nourishing socks for the feet for the ladies. I have rejuvenating masks. I have the oils for under the tongue for people that have pain and can't sleep. We carry from 100 milligrams to 3,000.
Okay.
So we're there for whoever needs.
Stop on by. Keep a look on. Yeah.
I have older people, young people in between.
Awesome.
Whatever they need, I have it.
All right, thank you.
And if they don't have it, I find it.
Thank you, Yvette. All right.
Thank you so much.
All right, so now let me give my little promo and then we'll call it a day there.
Thank you.
All righty. So on the side for Reach Media Marketing, we're working on a couple things under the Miracle Mile focus. We have a couple art galleries looking into the month of May. Besides that, we are looking into having a live performance, a couple performers for Trattoria Napoli, which is on 45th and Broadway, I believe. They opened up a recent new outdoor seating area. Ibrahim did very well in the construction of that. I've been following that. Shout out to you, Ibrahim. Well, we're going to be looking into trying to organize a live stream show for performances. It's probably going to be in this storefront, but it's looking more like it's going to happen in May because last year's happened in May. So it'd be nice to have a year for that. And then we're going to be looking into things regarding the fashion show, but we'll be updating you on that later on as things go on. Alrighty, that's it for today.
Thank you so much.
Happy 420.
420
all
day.
Cheers.